Hey! Welcome to the second draw along of the week. It's Thursday, almost the end of the week, almost the weekend, right? So I'm glad you're all here. Hope you're ready to do some drawing. Hope you have something to draw with. You'll need a pencil or a pen or a marker or a crayon or a stick or just a block of charcoal taken straight out of the fireplace outside, and you can mark up the walls with it, do whatever you like. Doesn't matter. Now, this is, as I said, the second show. So in case you missed the show yesterday, here's a brief recap for you. Always hold your pencil with a relaxed grip. Yes, that was an exciting show. Lots going on, as you can see. I'll say hi to some folks in the chat before we get going here. Let's see. We have Rob. Yes, Robzilla. Sean. Sean says this is his first time watching live. We got Mac, Steven, Corby, and Sam, of course, Mercurial. Hey, everybody. And Ihiani. I hope I'm saying your name right. Ihiani? I think it's Ihiani. You can always help me out with that. All right, gang. Thanks for being here. Now, we are going to do some drawing. We're going to make some art. Speaking of art, have you heard that story about the artist who always took things too far? She just did not know where to draw the line. Alrighty, well, why don't we get right to it now? Get down to business, right? It's time for some business. Now, to do these drawings, as you know, you need to be able to do three simple things. A straight line, okay? And oh, I just realized I'm drawing with black, and I really want to draw with this red color because that's our you draw it color, right? So I just change it to red. And again, that is a straight line, okay? A zigzag. There's another one for you. Okay, and you have to be able to do a curvilinear line. Could be an S curve, could be a C curve, could go any which way, could be shallow, could be steep, whatever. You got it, right? Now, if you can do those three things, you can draw anything you like on this show. So we're going to kick it off now, and it's going to be a simple one today and a fun one. Lots of personality. You can make this drawing your own. Are you all set? Here we go. We're going to do a nice straight line, just like that. Does it have to be perfectly straight? I always say, no, it does not. It can be a little wiggly, a little wobbly, a little wibbly, if there is such a word. All right, now, it's going to look like I'm kind of drawing a box, but it's not quite a box because the sides of this box are going to be drawn at slight angles. So check it out. Slight, okay? So not quite straight down. See that? All right. Now, for symmetry, we're going to bounce over to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, make that a little longer. So you see what we're doing here? The lines are at slight angles, so we're not making right angles. Okay? Not making right angles. You never argue with a 90-degree angle because it's always right. And now we're going to draw another straight line and connect these two right here, just like that. And there you go. That's the beginning of our drawing. It's a trapezoid of some kind. I believe that's the word, right? Help me out, math majors. Now from this corner, we're going to draw straight up this way. And from this corner, straight on up that way. Okay, now to connect these two, make this one a little taller, we're going to do a C curve. And what kind of C curve is it? A shallow one. Check it out. It's just curving a little bit, right? That's not a big curve. Not a big curve. Okie dokie, now right here in the dead center of this, we're going to draw a line up like that. Interesting, look at that. Whatever could it be? Whatever could it be? Alrighty, now, I'm going to creep up from this corner just a hair, about here, okay? Just a hair. Maybe like 1/4 of the way up the total length of this line. And I want to look at how long this line is because I'm about to draw a horizontal line. And I'm going to draw it 1.5 times as long as this line, roughly. Watch. Here's one part of it. Okay, I'm going to try and get that about the same length. See that? Remember, it's okay to pick up your pencil. You don't have to draw a straight line all in one go. I like to do this in pieces. I can say there's one, right? And then I want to add about 1/2 more to it like that. That feels pretty good. Okay, see what I did there? I drew it once, and then I added about 1/2. Now, if you draw yours slightly shorter or slightly longer, is that going to ruin your drawing? Yes, your drawing is going to stink. No, of course it's not. Your drawing is going to look great, so please don't sweat it, okay? There is our baseline now. We have some interesting stuff going on here. I wonder if anybody can figure out what this might be. Okay, now, right here, where this line goes up, right? We're going to carry it on a little further. See that? How far is it, gang? Well, it's about the same length as the first time we drew it, more or less. And then I'm going to come here, now not totally to the center, right? Not totally to the center, but right here, I'm going to draw a little angled line like that. See how it's just slightly longer than that one? And then I'm going to join these two, but I'm going to let that line carry on a little farther like that. Okay. Now over here, I'm going to draw a line up, right? And this is following that same direction as this first one we did here. But it's longer than these two, isn't it? It's longer. And then I'm going to just kind of like bring it down like that. Maybe a little bit of a curve to it. A little bit of a curve. And are you ready to do some zigzags? Because, you know, we like the zigzags. Check this out. Zigzag. Zigzag. Okay, 2 zigzags right there. And then a big zigzag right there. That's a big one. We're just going to color that in. Okay. Holy cow. Look what we did. Dot, 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 dot. We have a dog face. Face of a dog. All right, now see where the ear is right here? I'm going to come up this way. I'm not going to touch that ear right there, that corner. I'm just going to draw an angle up here, and I'm going to stop right about where this line is lining up. And so to make that easy on myself, I'm going to just move my pencil like this and not touch the paper. I'm just kind of like lining things up, and I go, okay, give myself a little spot to aim for right there. Always a good thing to do. Aim for something. Pop. Ta-da! I hit that little mark like that. Then I'm going to draw straight across, but I'm not going to go all the way to here, okay? I'm going to stop right about there, okay? Ta-da! See that? And now I am going to curve on down to here. Now, I think I need to make this slightly longer, so I'm going to do that. Remember, it's cool. You can make adjustments to your drawing, which is why we start with this line. We don't do anything else to the left because we give ourselves some room to make adjustments. Alrighty. Now I'm going to curve on down and connect right here. Watch this. Long curve. Curve down and connect. Curve and connect. And then we're going to take this same line here, and now we're going to carry it out farther. And I'd say a little longer than halfway between here and here. Okay, so that would be half. So a little longer, like maybe like that. And then you just do a little line here, a little C curve, very shallow to just connect that. And there you have that tail at the back for that dog. Okay. Woof, 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 woof. All right, what does sound that dogs make? Oh, close. Okay, now here comes a nice zigzag. Now this one's a right angle. All right, but we're drawing that right angle at an angle. Let me show you what I mean. We're going to come from this little part of the curve up here towards the top. We're going to come down this way, all right? And I want to imagine that you're kind of stopping in line with where this curved line met that straight line right here. So whoop, I'm going to come over about here. Just make a little mark for myself right there. And then I'm going to come straight down to meet it, like so, okay? Or if it's easier for you to come up from that mark to there, hey, fine. Now for the right angle. I'm looking at this and I'm going right angle, zoink, like that. Now look at how tall the tail is. And when I say tall, I mean how high up we go from the bottom of the body of the dog up to here. I'm going to carry straight over from there, pretend it's carrying through and past here, and I'm going to draw another line like that. And then I'm just going to curve it on down, whoop, like that, and put a little mark right there. That's that back foot for the dog. All right. Now it's coming straight through again, okay? And we're going to draw about that far. And how far is that? Well, it's not quite as long as the entire bottom of the face there, is it? Not quite, not quite. All right, and then I'm going to curve up like so, and stop for a moment. Stopping there. And I'm going to interrupt that with a little C curve, okay? Like that. See that little interruption we made? It's like the letter U. And then I'm going to carry this over here again. And now I'm just going to go boop, like that. Look, it's one paw over the other. How cute is that, right? And then we just do two little lines there and one little line there. And oh my gosh, you're done. That's it. Now, how do you make this drawing your own, right? So many choices. Well, let's see. You know, you could put a little food bowl there, right? It's just another trapezoid. Not quite as tall as this one. Maybe you stick a little turkey bone in there. It was Thanksgiving, you know. He got to chew on that turkey bone and it knocked him out. And now he's sound asleep, right? There's so much you could do. Maybe you want to put a little ball back there. He's been playing with that, his favorite toy, right? I'll get rid of that. I don't like it. I don't like it, gang. Change your mind. Do what you want. It's your drawing. You want to add some texture? You know, put some lines on your dog. Show that he's got some fur, right? Whatever. Up to you. You want to put a little spot on his back or something? A little spot on his tail? Maybe you want to add a little area of the tail there that's got some color to it. Maybe you want the ears to be dark. It's your drawing. Do what you want with it, okay? Make it your drawing. Alrighty, there you go, Mr. Dogger. You can hang out right over there. And I hope you guys enjoyed that little draw along. We are going to move along to today's little bit of art vocab. And today our word is cartoon. And you're going to say to me, Kyle, I already know what a cartoon is. Come on, I'm not a dummy. Well, yes. In today's times, modern times, when we say cartoon, of course, we're talking about cartoons like Tom and Jerry and whatever else you're going to watch, right? But no. We're talking about art history. Cartoons referred to, and I'll read from the screen, a full-scale preparatory drawing for a fresco, oil painting, or tapestry. The word we use today comes from the Italian cartone, I hope I'm saying that right, which simply means a large sheet of paper or card. Now, here's the cool thing about the way these cartoons were drawn for frescoes. If you've ever been and seen a fresco anywhere, and usually you're going to see them in churches or in very, very wealthy old manor houses from 400 years ago, 300 years ago. The way, first of all, frescoes were painted is pretty interesting. You would have wet plaster or damp plaster, and you would paint directly into that wet plaster, and the colors would dry with the plaster, so it would dry into the wall. So you had to be a very skilled artist to pull this off and get it done without making too many mistakes, and to get it done rapidly so that, the plaster was still wet enough to take the paint and for it to all dry. Tough stuff to do. So in order to make it easier for themselves to paint accurately, so to speak, what they would do is these drawings that were to scale. So if you had like a 10-foot by 10-foot fresco you were going to paint, you would do a 10-foot by 10-foot drawing. And what the artist would do is they would take like chalk and they would rub it all around the back of the drawing, okay? And then they would put that side facing the wall, and they'd see the drawing facing them, and then they would take a little needle or another sharp object, and they would just puncture little holes in the paper. And what they would be doing is transferring that chalk to the plaster through the drawing, so that they would essentially make a tracing of the drawing directly onto the wall. So when they had to do their painting, they had something to look at, and it was to scale, and that made it slightly easier. I'm not saying it was easy, okay? But there you go. So the thing with the cartoons is there aren't that many of them left around because they got damaged from all the punctures. But here's one. This one I took from the Royal Academy of Art. This is pretty cool. This is Raphael's young man asleep on the ground. You can see it's in pretty good shape. And what's really cool is if I zoom in, you should be able to see all these dots, all these punctures, these little holes, right? And you can see where the artist was puncturing the paper straight through to the wall to make it easier to see what needed to be done. So there you go, cartoon. That is your word for today. Art vocab. Isn't it fun? Don't we love it? Alrighty. Great. Okay. Yep. Whoop. Did you all hear that? You know what that means. The animal and activity game. Now, this is where you will suggest for me an animal doing something strange, something funny, something weird, something bizarre, something unexpected. Now, here's what we did yesterday. A beaver trying to start a chainsaw, right? That's a funny one. In fact, I believe that suggestion may have come from Steven. Anyway, today I'm looking for a new one. Suggest something weird, something unexpected. Something I just wouldn't be thinking about, okay? We've done all kinds of animals on this show, and they've been doing all kinds of weird things. It's always a fun way to end the show, and a challenging thing for me to try and just, stay sharp, stay on my toes, and, I enjoy it, though. I enjoy it. It can be tough, but it can be tough. It can be tough. I think I said that enough times now. Alrighty, are you ready? Let's check out what we have here for our, let's see here. Alrighty. A mongoose knitting. A mongoose knitting. A mongoose knitting. Oh. A snail skateboarding. I bet that'd be helpful for a snail. They usually move kind of slowly, don't they? A dog taking out a handler for a walk. Harriet, that's a funny one. I like that. Let's see. Oh, you guys didn't have any sound there for a few minutes? Well, that's interesting. What happened there? Huh. I wonder, I hope you didn't miss that little tribute that we gave to our pal, Steven. All right. A spider doing archery, a snail doing the hula hoop. Lots of snails here. A cat sneaking up on a sleeping dog. Oh, because we drew that sleeping dog earlier. I got you. You missed the tribute, Isis says. Oh gosh, I gotta do it again. Well, here we go. Oh well, no sound again. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Well, guys, don't worry. I'll do it again next week. I promise, Steven. Come tune in and watch the show. All right, so we have so many suggestions here, and time is of the essence. So I'm going to get to, let's see. These are really interesting ones. I think the skateboarding snail's pretty funny. Ariana, I like that one. So why don't we go for it? Now I've got my light blue right here, ready to draw. So let's get right to it. Snail, snail, snail. All right, well, you know, snails have those long eyes. So I'm gonna do this. It's like funny eyes right there. And I'm gonna hide our dog here for a moment, because I might have to take up some more space here on my page for this snail. Okay. Should we give him a baseball hat? Kind of like a, but like the sort of flat brimmed kind of deal. Like that. Is that weird? I guess I need to angle it better, don't I? So come around the back like that. Flat brimmed. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Why not? I dig that. I can work with that. Okay, and we gotta put a shell on the back. So we'll do that. There we go. Maybe it's got some kind of nice pattern on it or something. Okay. And we can have the skateboard right there. And some trucks and some wheels, like so. That looks pretty good, I think. Of course, we need our action lines, don't we? Because we zoom it along. Okay, we're going old school with the grip here, so the grip tape is like... Fix my perspective here, sorry gang. Let me just get that a little better. That's better. So we got grip tape under here maybe. Yeah? I know people just cover the whole board with grip now, but when I skated, it wasn't the case. People would even like cut cool patterns into the grip and things like that. That was really fun. Those days are gone. All right. Knock it back. Is that too light for you all? I can always bump it up a little bit for you. By the way, I hope my audio's back. Let's see. It says no sound. How about now? Can you hear me now? Still muted? I don't know. Let me know in the chat if you still can't hear me, okay, gang? Alrighty. So here we go. You can hear me now. Oh, Steven. Hey man, what I was saying was that I greatly appreciated you waking me up when we were spending the night at that train station, sleeping on the benches, Hamburg, Germany, when Elvis passed through, Elvis's ghost passed through to do a one night only, one song only concert. And if you hadn't woken me up for that, I would have slept right through it. And it was just an amazing experience. And I wanted to say thank you for that. You're a pal for life for doing that for me. Because can you imagine if I had missed that? So I know that was a long time ago. I don't know if you even remember it. But just wanted to thank you for that. That was a cool thing to do. Thank you. Thanks, pal. And I'll sort out whatever's going on with my audio. Never a dull moment with technology, right? Oh, hey, I just realized something. That perspective is wrong. Fix it, Kyle. Okay, there you go. Beep. All right, so draw some wheels. And then, guess what? We are out of time. But that was a fun suggestion. I dig it. Nice one. Good job. That's a fun one. That was Ariana, right? Skateboarding Snail. I like it. That's fun. All right, there you go. Skating his way over here. And there's our doggy dog. Thanks, everybody. I hope you had a great time. Thanks for hanging out with me. More next week, as usual. And we will be doing more drawing for all ages and having a good time together. So I appreciate you watching. Everybody take care of yourselves, take care of each other, take care of your friends and family. And remember, please, to be kind. And ciao for now. Have a great weekend.